All right, hello everybody. First of all, for my tech junkies out there, I normally film on my Samsung A20 Android phone, high tech baby Metro. That's right. Um, and then convert it. Today, I'm filming on my laptop and using my headphones. $20 on Amazon. Okay, because I noticed that the microphone on my laptop isn't that great. So just let me know what you think of the video and sound quality. If you want, if not, whatever. Ba ba ba. Okay, so this video, I was laughing because yesterday I heard a conversation take place where somebody was talking about how they didn't want to go back to jail because right now it's coronavirus, and they're locked in for like 15 days straight. No shower, no phone calls, nothing. And because they have to be quarantined. And personally, I think that's inhumane torture. And the girl that was talking about it agreed. And this lady says, "Oh, I thought it was like that all the time." And my first thought was, "Bitch." But then I thought, well, if you've never been there, you don't know what it's like. So I was laughing to myself today, thinking of funny jail stories. And, you know, I only share this, and I'll only share anything I've ever been convicted of because I won't incriminate myself. But if you've been there, you know what it's like. Okay, we'll put it that way. And it's so funny because I used to call my mom from jail, and she has no idea of the lifestyle except what she's had to deal with through having her only daughter be an insane drug addict criminal. And she used to be like, "My daughter's in prison, for the love of God." And I'd be like, Mom, there's a big difference. Can you please stop saying that I'm in prison? I'm in county jail. There's a difference. And she's like, "Jesus Christ, Amanda, I have to keep things straight because of your mess. I don't have time to worry about this. I can't figure these things out." And I'm like, "Oh, well, all right, fine. Whatever. But there is a difference." I've never been to prison. I've only been to county jail. And for anyone who doesn't know, you go to jail first. If you're convicted, then you go to prison. Something just popped up on my laptop. So anyway, yes. Uh, this has been expunged from my record, but the first time I was ever arrested, I was 19 years old and I was in Baltimore. Whew. Now that's a fun place to get arrested. Central booking, right? It was me and all black hookers. And the contraband that wasn't found by the police, I swallowed in the paddy wagon. So it hit me once I was in the holding cell. So I was like this. "Oh, hi everybody, how you doing?" And they're like, "God, I wish I was on what she's on." And then I'll never forget it. This lady came in, right? And they like put you into this first part. And she had like hoop earrings on and like a gold chain and, some bracelets and stuff. She's like, "Hide your shit, ladies. Hide your shit. They be stealing everything. My name's Jane motherfucking Doe. Jane motherfucking Doe." And she's taking off all her jewelry and shoving it up inside of her, right? I'm like, "Oh my God, where am I?" Because, at this point, I'm I think, a seasoned street heroin addict, but really, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm getting a quick lesson in what it's like. So that was a fun night. It was freezing, and later that evening, Jane motherfucking Doe and I ended up snuggling on the floor of our cell using our sneaker as a pillow. Ugh. So by about 12 hours later the next day, we're all getting released, and there was a guy outside waiting to pick somebody up. Thank God I was one of the first people out. I said, "Oh man, can I get a cigarette?" So he gave me a cigarette. I proceeded to watch every single person that came out after me. "Man, can I get a cigarette?" After like the third person, suddenly he had no cigarettes left. So, that was a trip. But that was when I was still young and my indiscretions were still considered cute, I guess. And somebody paid for a lawyer, and I got out of that one. And so yeah, then I managed to avoid trouble for many years, legally, anyway. And I didn't get arrested again until my 30s, right? So I'll just do a quick synopsis here. I'm skipping tons of things that have happened, but let's just say, okay, there was a scheme. I had a guy. He would give me a list of groceries, right? He'd say, "Oh yeah, man, to go to the store, get me a London broil, get me some fillets, cans of crab meat." You know what I'm saying? So I would go to the grocery store and I would obtain these items. Strictly speaking, not the normal way, like where you go purchase them and then pay for them. You know what I mean? Somehow I would have them after I left the store. So anyway, needless to say, the Acme had an open investigation against me. And so in my mind, if I was ever caught, I would karate chop the cop or whoever stopped me and then run like Brian's run the wind and just flee, right? And no one would know it was me because I don't have any identifying marks or anything. And no one would ever know it was me, like, I'm out of here. So I don't know why I thought I could outrun anybody. I smoke a pack at this time, a pack of Marlboro Reds a day. I'm a full-blown drug addict. The only thing I was surviving off a Snickers bar a day, a pack of cigarettes, and drugs. I was the pinnacle of health, right? So I go into a shop, right? Now I pull up in a giant orange van. I mean, I'm talking Halloween orange, right? Very inconspicuous. Pull up, go in, hide the card. I fill the card up. I walk out like, and this was my thing. If you go in thinking you're doing nothing wrong, nothing will happen to you. So I walk out. Now, I was also hungry at the time. I'm throwing Italian hoagies into the van, right? And this guy stops me. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to come with me. Now, this is where my karate ninja shit should have came into action, right? No, I'm like, I just freeze because this is what I do in panic mode. I don't go into ninja mode. I go into, uh, okay, wait, let me grab my purse full of drugs first. And then I go into that secret room in the grocery store that you only know about if you've ever gotten caught doing something bad in a grocery store. And I wait for the police to come. So they proceed to search me, find the various objects that I have in my purse that I, strictly speaking, shouldn't have because they're considered illegal by the state of New Jersey, and I go down to booking. But I get out because this is my first charge. So, when you're released, you don't, they give you a court date months down the road. So you're like, whatever. And you continue to live your lifestyle, right? Because I don't know about you, but I said, deal with that shit when it comes down the pipeline. I'm not like, dealing with things as they come when I'm all effed up. So, anyway, that was a mess. And eventually I get PTI. This is a sweet deal. Anybody out there that gets it? Pre-trial intervention, okay? It's kind of like if you get in trouble for the first time, they give you this deal. Now, if you can do it, it's like a light form of probation. Basically, you go, you give them your analysis, drug tests. If you can pass them, boom, you're good. You get your record expunged, bada bing, bada boom. I go to my first PTI appointment, high as a kite, because I had never had a consequence legally. And this is like what the balls I had, the naivete, if you want to call it. Moronic idiocy is what I like to call it. And I walk in and she goes, "Oh, before we do the drug test, is there anything that's going to come up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I might test positive for heroin and cocaine, probably." And she's like, "Oh, okay, well, let's go pee in the cup." Pee in the cup. It lights up like a Christmas tree. She goes, "Sign this paper." And, you know, then she lets me know that she's going to have to notify certain agencies. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Listen, I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal. Because this is me, the art of the deal, right? Trump Jr. over here. I'm going to come back in 7 days, give you a cup clean as a whistle. Again, I'm not going to deal with it. I don't say anything to anybody in my family. I go home like nothing's wrong. The next day I'm at work. It was a nightmare. So, anyway, this started my journey into. Oh, it was horrible. I won't go into all that. But, yeah, a lot of things happened after that. But what I'm trying to say is, I got a lot more charges. I won't go into all of it because this video is getting long. But eventually, I kept messing that up. And I did start to do time in the beginning of 2017 for violation of probation. And then eventually, they put me on drug court and sent me away for a long time, came out, caught new charges, blah, 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 blah. I'll do the stories of my DUIs another video. But, yeah, man. It's funny because, you know, whether you're on drug court for something really crazy or you were just a drug addict trying to do your hustle, man, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Take the opportunity because, and part of me hates to say this, but part of me has to say it. It really helped me because, like, sometimes it's hard to get into treatment when you're not on drug court. Drug court, you're on drug court, bam, you can go to treatment like this. Bam, bam, bam. I've done the tour of New Jersey rehabs. Seriously, I've been to a lot of them. And you can get in very easily on drug court. There's beds, there's funding. So for that, it's great. As far as them with a microscope on your life, it's a little difficult. But I have found, since I've been on drug court for a long time and got resentenced to drug court while on drug court, that's a whole other story. If you're not doing drugs, it's not so bad on drug court. Really. Honestly. If you just do what you're supposed to do and don't lie and don't do drugs, they start to leave you alone. So anyway, this wasn't like a vote for drug court video. It was just like, I really had a resentment against that lady for going, oh, I thought it was like that all the time. Like, we're just animals that should be locked away in cages and thrown kibble through bars. Like, no, lady. A lot of people in jail are just people that had problems, you know, and they think, ugh, just put them in there and lock them away, throw away the key, you know. We're just drug addicts, and look, I'm sitting right next to you with the same problem. But to each his own, right? All right, guys. That's it for today. Have a great day.